Just want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Tech Academy. Tech Academy is a software development boot camp which offers online or in-person training. Their program is self-paced and offers students flexible scheduling. They also offer open enrollment, which means you can start at any time. So if you're looking for a coding boot camp, I definitely recommend checking them out.
All right, so I got a review of a book review for you today. And the book title is called Massive Action Equals Massive Results. And this is from Sunil Saxena. And I gotta be honest with you, this was not a book that I selected myself. It was a book that the author, Sunil, that he emailed me and said, hey, you did a book review on a similar book to mine. I released this book, and I thought you maybe would like to read it and do a review on it. And so normally I get a lot of these, right? And I normally just kind of delete the emails and don't. Maybe I just take a quick look at the book, especially because it's usually just not high quality stuff when I see this. But I saw Sunil's book and I took a look at it, and I read through kind of the first few pages. That's usually what I do, and I saw some really cool stuff in there. So it was really definitely that in fact he was describing like the 20x effort, which if you've been watching this channel for a while, I'm a big fan of Grant Cardone's 10x rule and his 10x mindset, which I think is really important. So I was impressed enough that I decided to go ahead and read the book anyway. So what I ended up doing was, I think he was going to send me a free copy, but I just saw that there was an audio version, so I said, I just bought the audio version. I don't care. So I read the book. Okay, I listened to audio this morning while I went for my run, and it's a fairly short read. So I thought I'd give you a synopsis of it and what kind of my thoughts on it. So my overall impression of the book was, I think it's solid. I think it's good. I think it's got really solid advice. I think that what I would say is that it's a really good collection of a lot of the stuff I talk about on this channel and a lot of the books that I've read on this channel, right? So Sunil, the author, he's obviously walked in the same circles as I've walked, right? He's obviously been to Tony Robbins events. He's obviously read a lot of Eckhart Tolle, read a lot of personal development stuff, and worked on himself and personally developed himself and brought himself to a level of success, which is really good. So what he's done in this book is he's taken a lot of that wisdom and he's condensed that down. So now this could be a good or bad thing. Now for someone like me who's read a lot of these books, there was nothing new, unfortunately, and there was nothing really that he added to the equation that I was hoping was there that would really make a mindset shift, right? And then to some degree there's not there's not too much new to say, right? If you've been around the block and you've read a lot of personal development books, you've attended a lot of seminars, if you've watched my channel for a while, none of that stuff is going to be new to you because there's not that much, okay? Honestly, like you get the core stuff and you hear it over and over again, and hearing things over and over again and reinforcing them is really good. So it depends on what level you're at, right? If you're new to this channel, okay, if you're new to self-development, personal development, this book is going to be really good. It's going to give you a really good overview. It's going to give you a lot of good content, a lot of important concepts that might be spread out over years of learning that you're going to get there. It's not going to go too deep in these concepts, but that's fine because you can explore them more. But it's going to give you a very nice framework that's going to set you up for success in the future. Now, if you're someone like me, or if you're someone who's been following for a while, it's not going to be as valuable. I'll be honest with you, right? It's going to be a good review. I mean, I think if you're fairly new to the concepts, right, to have it all in one place that's a review that's a reminder to you is definitely very effective. But again, it's not going to be anything new. It's not going to be anything, super exciting. I mean, he's got a few ideas like this 30-day challenge thing that he's put in there, which I think is a good idea. But, so overall, what am I saying here? Is the book good? Is it not good? It's a good book. I'd say that it's a really good book. It's a really good synopsis of all those things, and it's written really well. The audio version is performed really well. So it's something I would recommend, but I'd recommend it for more of you that are at the beginner stage that haven't read a lot of self-development books and aren't familiar with this but are interested. And that's where I'd start. I wouldn't stop there. I would start there and get, for a book like this. But if you're really experienced, if you've been in this space for a while, if you've been watching my channel for a while, it's a mixed bag. It depends on where you are at in your life, right? I didn't draw a lot from this. But, I'm being honest, right? I'm being genuine honest with you. I'd like to say, oh, no, it was great for me. It wasn't. But at the same time, I recognize the value in it for certain people. And a lot of books are like that. They're going to hit you, if they hit you at the right spot, where you're at the right moment in your life, it's going to be really valuable, but at another spot it might not. So it depends on what order you read books or where you're at in your life, whether they're going to be valuable to you or not. I think it's a good book, and like I said, not very many of these books that people, proposition me that do I actually read and review, but this one caught enough of my attention that I thought it was worth it. All right. One request for you, if you haven't already, make sure you go and check out my playlist. Okay, I've got a playlist here of all the book reviews I do, a ton of them. I usually get through 2 to 3 books a week, about 70, 80 books a year. And I put them all up here. They're usually highly curated. Very rarely is it just some random book like this one happened to be. Most of the time it's highly recommended books that I get. That's what I read. But in this case, I took a shot. So, also, make sure you click that subscribe button below. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.